the loving parents. The absence is due to legitimate business commitments and non-neglect, ensuring that I is not mistreated and that is not by both parents.
Thank you. You may call in your first witness, prosecuting counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am Barrister Carissa Inamusa, and I call Ms. Tunde Ayosun Councilor to the stand. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter? I do. Ms. Tunde, can you describe your role in Idol School and your observations regarding his behavior? I am the school counselor, and I've been in IO for 2 years. I have noticed signs of distress, including withdrawal from his peers and decline in his academic performances. Have you had any discussions with IO about his home life? Yes, I have confided him that he feels unloved at home and fears his mother's reactions to his mistakes. Do you believe in your professional opinion that IO remains at risk if he stays in that environment? Yes, IO will require a supportive environment to thrive emotionally. Thank you. I rest my case. Your witness.
I am Barrister Harry Eniku. I am representing the defense counsel. Now, Ms. Peterson, you mentioned ours withdrawal from his peers. Have you considered other factors that could contribute to his behavior?
While there can be many factors, IO's statement about his own life are concerning.
Is it possible that Iron might be exaggerating his experiences due to desire for attention?
Many children, IO's emotional statements are valid. Many children experience feelings of neglect, but the intensity of IO's statement indicates a serious concern for his well-being.
You've also stated that Iron feels unwell. Did you inquire whether he has a close relationship with his father?
I mentioned his father, but he also showed me. I also showed me. I also showed a feeling for more connection.
So it's not entirely negative. If
Objection, Your Honor. Witness providing professional insight based on IO's feelings.
sustain, please stick to the facts. Counsel. Thank you, Mr. No further questions.
Children to feel a lack of love and support to the extent that I have expressed. Children often feel neglect, but the intensity of I's statement indicates a serious concern for his well-being. Is it necessary for I to have a stable and nurturing environment? Yes, it is crucial for his well-being. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. We'll take a short recess before you get the next one. Please remember that we're here for evidence. Court is adjourned for 15 minutes.
All right. What is now the session?
You may call in your next witness, prosecuting counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. I called Tunde's friend and Ayo's friend today to the stand. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter? I do. Thank you. Tunde, can you describe Ayo's behavior recently? Well, I used to be funny, but now he's always the last to get picked up from school. He usually waits for the security personnel until late at night before going home. Objection! Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is leaving witness with unimportant details.
Sustain, please stick to the facts.
Tunde, what does Ayo eat for lunch now? He mostly eats snacks instead of real food. I think he might be running a snack-only diet.
Objection, Your Lord. Counsel is trying to create a scene without any evidence of that.
Order! This is a courtroom, not a comedy club.
Fair enough. sad often. He used to laugh so much.
Please share your thoughts, Kevin.
He's always alone during break times, and when we play, he seems really distant, like he's not even there with us.
Objection, my lord. Witness speculation. This is not a direct quote. Sustain. Please avoid leading question.
So, Kelly, do you think Aya feels neglected? I think so. Sometimes he says his wishes is for his mom to pay more attention to him than being busy.
Objection. This is hearsay. Overruled. This relevant to our emotional state.
I rest my case. I am Barrister Christiana. Your Honor, I would like to call my next witness, Aya's close friend, Chuka. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Chuka, how does Aya feel in school?
I feels unloved and unwanted. He even says he just wants to play football with someone who cares.
Objection, speculation.
Sustain. Please focus on concrete details.
Thank you, Your Honor. Chuka, how does Aya feel about his friends and family?
He feels like no one understands him, like they are all too busy with their own lives.
Your Honor, I believe these testimonies have clearly outlined Aya's struggles. It's evident he feels isolated and undervalued at home.
What do you know? You're too scared. All these shouting and alpha children. Over in the courtroom. The emotions are understandable, but we will not tolerate arrogance.
I rest my case.
Thank you, Chuka. Now to all. I think we've heard enough of this witness. Let's take a short strengthening recess to gather our thoughts. Call to the
Court is now in session. Thank you, Your Honor. I am Barrister Okoye Caleb, representing the prosecuting counsel, and I would like to call on two of Aya's teachers, Mrs. Thomas and Mrs. Adefemi, who will shed light on Aya's academic and emotional struggles.
You may proceed, counsel.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter?
I do.
Thank you. Mrs. Adefemi. Sorry, Mrs. Thomas. Can you tell the court Aya's recent behavior in school?
I used to be like an attentive child, always raising his hand and attending class discussions. But recently, he's been withdrawn, often fun at his desk. He missed assignments, and sometimes hasn't had a proper meal.
Objection! Speculation! There's no evidence to suggest either had a proper meal. Sustain! Thomas, please fix your observation for you.
Apologies, Your Honor. I often tells me he feels invisible at home. He shared that he sometimes waits hours after school. Last week, picked up a low with the school security personnel.
Mrs. Adefemi, can you tell the court how Aya's academic performance has been affected by these issues?
His grades are dramatic. He often forgets assignments and homework come to school with his matches. When I asked him why, he's trying to say nobody noticed.
Objection! This sounds like exaggeration. Mrs. Adefemi, isn't it true that all students of the challenge struggle with their schoolwork?
Yes, but I know this behavior is sounding like severe. He's not the same boy who started this term. He feels exhausted and also heartbroken. It seems like he's giving up on being seen or valued.
Objection! His value will witness your order. Sustain! Please, let's keep things on track.
I rest my case. Your witness.
I am Barrister Bishop.
I am Barrister Michelle. Mrs. Adefemi, you said Ayo hardly stays awake in class. Is this simply because she stays up late watching TV and playing video games? No, I know Ayo. This behavior is unusual. He's told me he feels isolated and his mother is even used her towards the
Dr. Yasmina, have you at any point raised concerns about this symptom in our family?
Yes, I did. On multiple occasions, I advised Aya's mother to consider counseling for him and ensure he gets emotional support. Unfortunately, her recommendations were not acted upon.
I rest my case in your witness.
Dr. Yasmina, let's be clear. Have you seen any visible evidence of abuse of iron? No, there are no physical injuries. However, emotional distress doesn't always leave physical marks. It can still be deeply damaging. Isn't it true that children have certain exaggerated experiences? Children don't typically invent feelings of neglect or unworthiness. Their mind don't express it as adults will, but their distress is very real. I rest my case. Your witness.
Thank you, doctor. No further questions.
Defense counsel, do you have any additional questions?
No, Your Honor.
We will now take another short recess. Court is adjourned for 10 minutes. Court is now in session. Prosecuting counsel, please proceed with your court.
I am Barrister Olanide Ejiro, and the prosecution calls Ms. Peterson, Aya's mother, to the stand.
Ms. Peterson, please take the stand. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter?
I do.
Thank you.
Ms. Peterson, it looks like you're quite engaged online. Would you say you spend a lot of time on social media?
Yes, of course. I'm trying to keep up with the trends and staying informed. Social media.
Social media helps you as an engineer. Ms. Peterson, would you say this online mainly happens in the evenings?
Yes, of course. It's nice to catch up. Everyone deserves a break.
Absolutely, we all do. Ms. Peterson, can you tell us the last time you and I had a weekend without interruptions?
Well, I suppose me and Iron had weekends together, but I'm always busy and Iron never complains.
Ms. Peterson, does Ayo look forward to weekends with you? Has he ever said anything to suggest that?
I don't know, but me and Iron had weekends together. He knows weekends are my time to recharge and hang out with my girls.
Recharge? The way that might leave Ayo a little bit, dare I say, invisible?
I'm trying to provide for Iron, and that's no small task. I'm trying to prepare him for his future.
And yet, what Ayo needs most is your presence. Real, undivided attention. Is a job, Ms. Peterson, not just a responsibility.
Objection! Counsel is leading witness to conclusions.
Overruled. Prosecuting counsel, please proceed.
Ms. Peterson, I asked you to consider this. Is it that Ayo has been trying to get your attention, not with words, but with actions to be honest?
I thought I was doing the right thing by working hard for him, but I have missed what he really needed.
Thank you, Ms. Peterson. No further questions.
Court is now adjourned to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
It has to be. Perfect choice. Perfect.
I am Judge Kantiyo Chukwuebife. I will be taking over from Judge Christine Obala. And the brief of the case. Please go ahead, prosecuting counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Barrister Diakon, and the prosecution now calls the child advocate to the stand.
Child advocate.
I do. Thank you for joining us today. Could you please explain your role here?
Certainly, my role as a child advocate is to represent Aya's rights, well-being, emotional, educational, and social. Essentially, I'm here to ensure that I receive the care, attention, and love that every child deserves.
principle without cause.
Well said. Now, could you explain Aya's rights under the Nigerian Child Rights Act?
Under the Act, every child has the right to survival, protection, development, and participation in family life. In Aya's case, he deserves a nurturing environment, an environment where he is valued and given consistent care. Aya deserves more than just a house. He deserves a home, and that means being people who are present, supportive, and involved, not just in financial terms, but emotionally and mentally.
Thank you. So now, could you please explain what the key issue is here?
The key issue is a lack of presence. When children are provided for materially but lack emotional presence, they suffer. Money cannot replace the security that comes from parents' consistent love and attention.
I see. It's not about providing, but about being there for you. Please continue out. Thank you, Your Honor. Without no further question. What is now adjourned until 10 minutes?
Yes, Your Honor. We would like to call Aya's father to stand. I am Barrister Samuel Ejide.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but
I do.
Mr. Peterson, thank you for joining us today. Now, as our father, could you describe your relationship with your son?
Well, I provide for him, of course. I make sure all his needs are taken care of. School fees, food, clothes, all his needs is handled.
It seems you handle the financial aspects, but what about your relationship? How often do you spend time with Aya?
Well, I travel quite a lot for weeks, sometimes months, but it's all for me to live in my own life.
Could you tell the plot what Ashura's food is?
I think he likes rice
And his favorite subject in school?
and mathematics.
Mr. Peterson, do you know who Aya's closest friend is?
I can't say I know that. I'm a busy man. These are things his mother should know better.
or perhaps anyone who actually stays time with you.
Mr. Peterson, when you are around, does Aya look forward to weekends with you?
I think so, though admittedly, I'm not always home for weekends. But that's why I work so hard to give him a secure future.
Mr. Peterson, from what you've told us, it appears you are more familiar with your work schedule than your son's daily life.
Objection! This line of questioning is bordering on character judgment, not evidence.
Overruled. Let's hear the answer.
I suppose that is fair.
Mr. Peterson, wouldn't you agree that providing for Aya needs more than just finances? You need to be there, being present for him.
Yes, I see that now.
No further questions.
No.
Court is adjourned for 10 minutes. Prosecuting counsel, please come your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am Barrister Epimena. Your Honor, I would like to put Aya to the stand.
What is
I do.
Aya, thank you for being here. Can you please tell us about your home life?
Well, I feel kind of invincible. Like no one really sees me.
What does invisible mean to you?
It means that I do a lot of things by myself. For example, I eat dinner a lot, only by myself. Sometimes I just need someone to come home and ask me how my day was.
Do you feel you get enough time with your mom or dad?
Not really. My mom is usually glued to TikTok. And my dad, he's not really around much.
So when you leave off with your homework, who do you turn to?
Well, I just try to figure it by myself. And when I ask her, she says she's busy.
Aya, what do you wish for? If you could have
I wish that we could have our time together. Just us talking, having dinner. No gadgets.
So, Aya, can you tell us about a time where you were really happy at home?
Yes, one time we went to the park. It was really fun. We played soccer together, me and mom. But that was a long time ago.
How often do you get to spend time with that with your mother?
Not often anymore. I mostly see her on her phone.
You shared some important things with us.
So, Aya, do you think having both parents around will change how you feel?
Yes, I feel like where I belong.
Thank God, Lord, your voice is very important and remind us of all the love, care, and attention the child needs in their life.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Court is now adjourned until 10 minutes. I've been briefed on this wonderful and interesting case. Court is now in session. Counselor, you may proceed with your closing arguments.
Your Honor, today we have heard Aya's heartfelt testimony, revealing the boy left by his parents' absence. It is not just about providing financial support, it's about being present in his life, nurturing his dreams and filling his own with love. As they say in our culture, it takes a village to raise a child. But in Aya's case, it seems he's been left to navigate his village alone. We urge you to consider that neglect can be as damaging as abuse. Aya's emotional well-being has been suffered due to his parents' neglect. I ask you to find them guilty of failing their most important responsibility, being loving and tender parents. Thank you.
You can answer.
Your Honor, while acknowledged as feelings, I must emphasize that my clients are hardworking individuals who provide for their child in every way. They believe that financial stability equates to good parenting. After all, putting my faith in me does not first survive in business graduates. While they may not be persistently present, their intentions are noble. Let's not judge our parenting by the quality of time spent, but the quality of resources provided. Your Honor, I urge you to consider that good parenting can take many forms. My clients love iron. Let us have a unique way of expressing it, finding them useful or undermining the complexities of modern parenting. Thank you, counselors, for your closing argument. You both have said compelling points to that of vastly different definition of parental responsibility. Ayo, you are a remarkable young man, and I commend you for your bravery speaking out. Your parents have been able to provide you financially, but it is clear that neglected emotional bond that is relevant to your